As many of you know, Walt Disney World. Hi guys. Walt Disney World started their holiday season, Halloween season, with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We had the pleasure of going the opening night, and it is absolutely amazing. It is so much fun. The characters, the entertainment, the fireworks, the treats, the food. There's just so much going on at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
But some of you have asked some questions about the party,
yes.
So we'll be answering them through the night, as well as talking about this year's costumes and some of our costumes from years past.
Exactly.
Hi
guys.
Hey everyone.
Thanks for joining in. If some of you don't know, my name is John, and
I'm Peyton.
We have been married for 3 years now. We love Disney, all things Disney, and Halloween is definitely one of our favorite things. The Haunted Mansion, right here.
Ghost hosts.
Our favorite attraction by far, which is one of the reasons we chose the costume that we did for the first Halloween party, which was I was the grave digger or the caretaker or the gatekeeper from Haunted Mansion, and you were?
I was Constance Hatchaway, which is the bride living in the Haunted Mansion.
She's the one in the attic,
attic,
blue, creepy, so I'm sure many of you have been on the ride. And that was our first costume of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween means so much to us, and we love it so much, we actually do multiple costumes. So we already are working on an additional 2 costumes for each of us.
So there's more to come.
More to come.
But if you have any questions about Halloween party, costumes, props, etc., feel free to ask them below. We're going to get started asking or answering some questions that we've already gotten from some of you. So our first question is, how long does it typically take to make one of our costumes?
So we get this question a lot, actually, and I'm going to let you in on a little bit of a secret. So yes, we make our costumes, but it's also parts of it are being pieced together. So that is the trick that a lot of people are like, oh, I can't sew, I can't make this costume.
You don't need to sew.
You don't have to sew at all.
I mean,
I can, and I do.
But, yeah.
But certain parts, the secret, go to Goodwill. Go to your local thrift store. Piece together your costume pieces out of real clothing. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that may mean it's a little hotter, but real clothes, we find, make the best costumes.
But this year, I mean, we got back from Africa just a few weeks ago and didn't even think that we were not even in the Halloween mode yet, and realized, oh wait, it's time for Halloween. So we decided to get tickets to the first party of the season. So, I mean, we only gave ourselves about 2 weeks to work on these costumes.
This was a quick one. We knew what we were going to do prior to leaving for Africa, but we didn't have time to start. Mm-hmm. Africa was, an amazing adventure. We had a lot to pack. We had a lot to plan. So we had drawings. We knew what I hoped it was going to look like. But it wasn't until getting back in the States when we really actually started piecing together the costumes. So costumes. Costumes, of course, are so key with Halloween, dressing up, and everyone worries about the costume. But sometimes a very simple thing, such as a prop, can really pull your costume together, whether it be a simple lantern, which is what Peyton meant by Amazon. Amazon lantern. We'll use this again, camping, something outside. This was only a couple bucks off Amazon. Came right to the house. I felt this really pulled together my costume. Peyton had her beautiful bouquet with the hatchet inside. And
so this is just made of foam paper, and John just cut it out, and then is this just like
it's a paint stirrer stick?
A paint stirrer stick
from Lowe's,
wrapped in
tape.
It's like wood tape. It's pretty neat. And so John literally just put together this whole bouquet.
And where are the flowers from? Very expensive.
Yeah, Joanne. No.
Dollar store.
Oh, dollar store.
Literally
dollar store.
Every flower on that is from the dollar store. I think that is it's full, so maybe it's 5 bundles of flowers from the dollar store.
And my bouquet had dollar store flowers in it too.
Hint.
And then the bouquet was just like fabric, right? It was just like white sheer fabric that you purchased. So cheap.
Really, your veil.
Yeah, like part. A tool, like one piece of tool. That was it.
So
and a headband.
Yeah,
and
that's all it was. I think the headband was from the dollar store
yeah.
too.
Get yourself a hot glue gun, and you're gonna be set.
You can do
like,
just
truly,
fine.
it's super easy.
And another tip about the Halloween parties. This is one of my big secrets that will also help you with costume making and putting together.
Safety pins.
Safety pins. I put these in my pocket at all the Halloween parties when we go, or Dapper Day. So if something rips or tears, I can put an entire costume together.
Yeah, you just don't
with
know.
Probably the handful of these safety pins right here.
Yeah.
Simple, easy.
So many of you asked how we lit my costume this year. This is actually, John will go get them. So the heart, we bought, puppies are barking. The heart, we bought this, it's just like an emergency light. And if your car breaks down or something, it almost looks like a bike light. And we bought this on Amazon. Takes 4 AA batteries. And there's this solid mode, and I left it on the solid mode for pictures. And then for walking around, I had the blinking mode to emulate like a beating heart. So I literally just threw that in my shirt like this. And I put a little piece of fabric over top so that
to soften the glow.
To soften it a little bit. But yeah, this was super easy. Felt a little weird, but whatever. It did the job. So
we've done theater for a long time, and we've been in restricting
to
costumes on stage, in school, in college, and things like that. But lights, these are probably my favorite lights. This is Amazon as well. They're battery powered right here. You see the batteries on the inside. Each strand is about 3 to 4 feet long. You wire this through, and guess what I use? Big secret. Safety pins. And that's what I attach inside the costume.
Now, how many of those do you think I had on?
This is 2 sets right here. You had 8 on the bottom portion of the dress and about 4 wrapping through the waist up.
So before we went into the party, we just flicked all of these on, and they lasted the entire night. We got there at like 6 o'clock, and we left at midnight.
These last forever. This is an Amazon purchase as well. Really simple. I don't remember the brand or the company, but they come in multiple colors, and I knew this is what I wanted to go with because last year Peyton's mom and her sister went to the Halloween party, and I was a little busy that night on the Halloween party, so they said, John, can you make us costumes? I'm like, okay, a trio girls, what do you guys want to do? So we came up with the 3 fairies from Sleeping Beauty. Wands, green wand, you can go glitter, really simple. How about lights?
Yep.
Makes all the difference.
And you can get them in a bunch of different colors. So those other ones are blue, and these are in this
white.
color. Mm-hmm. And then our skirts had matching lights in them. How long beforehand do we plan our costumes? Well, like you said, we usually have a list of things that we pick from.
This one was on a list actually from when the list started. It was near.
Abigail, I'm gonna try that anti-pollution all-nighter. Okay, I'm gonna try
better.
it.
Oh, good, cool. Check it out. Definitely.
Yes, we have the list, but like I said, for this trip, like we didn't have a lot of time to plan.
No. That was
we just we're like, we gotta pull this off the list.
Our summer was very busy, as you guys saw.
Well, and it's like still summer, so.
Yeah.
Do we do trial runs before the parties? Like I said, I do trial runs of makeup.
But we put our costumes on. I had mine. Mine was a much simpler costume this year, obviously. Peyton's was definitely the focus. So once I finished up the last bit of thrift store, I had to make the scarf. I had to get the gloves right, get the hat right. I pieced all of mine together, and I put it on a good week and a half before the party. So I was all set, so then I could just really focus on Peyton's dress. So we do trial runs in our living room, I guess, if that's what you need. And make sure they work.
When move. My dress came from Amazon too, and it was $15. And it came from one of those sites that's it tells you all the reviews is this dress is crap, it's gonna fall apart. Well, we didn't really need a dress that was super sturdy.
Cheap.
We needed something that could light from underneath.
A couple quick questions. Do we work for Disney? Yes, we do. We are both Disney cast members. How many costumes do we make a year? So Disney has a lot of different reasons to dress up at the parks, between Halloween and something called Dapper Day, which many of you know. If you don't know, Dapper Day was started over in Disneyland, where it's exactly as it sounds, Dapper Day. You dress up all dressed up as if, think of when these parks opened years ago, like 1955 when Disneyland opened, and women would be in their flower dresses and gloves and
the big,
little purses, and gentlemen with fedoras and three-piece suits and vests. So we do Dapper Day, and we dress up for those as well. And there's typically 2 of them a year. There's a spring and a fall.
Yep.
Is that when it falls? And then we have the summer. And then we are with an awesome group called D3 Darlings, and they do Dapper Day a lot. And they're
they do it like every weekend.
They do it every weekend. There's something.
They're like intense.
They're
like
awesome. They dress up all the time. They make all their own costumes, clothes, cosplay, Disney bounding.
Yeah. I would say we make like 5 or so costumes.
For Halloween alone is 3.
Yeah.
3 each.
And then each one on Dapper Day.
And then Dapper Day. So 5 each.
So are we just hanging out in the Haunted Mansion bathroom right now?
No, we are not. This is our living room.
We put up
one of our Haunted Mansion blankets
as a backdrop, though.
But we should. I said, do you want to go sit in the bathroom?
I know, but
I'm like, people will know that's our bathroom.
We didn't want it to be that weird.
This
but
is
we're a little
we're on the
close.
couch. We're on the couch. But thanks for asking.
Where do we find the pieces to make them?
Like we said, Amazon is where we go for props, which is where I've been going for props for years when we were theater directors, which we'll tell you about that in a minute anyway.
Hey, Lauren.
But, hey, Lauren. Thrift stores.
Yeah,
Goodwill.
You got your jacket this year, and your pants.
Except for the t-shirt.
And you made your scarf.
I made the scarf. Sometimes we go to Joann's, we do get a lot of fabric, always with the coupon. Remember that? A single cut
coupon.
Single cut of fabric is a regular priced item as long as it's not on sale. So we go to Joann's. We will sew. We will glue pieces. We will safety pin pieces if we have to.
Yeah.
But I would say Joann's, Amazon, thrift store. We don't go to Party City or like the local Halloween stores. They are very nice. If that's what you do, rock on. If you're like, I have a party this weekend and I need a costume. We do not get our costumes from plastic bags.
Nice wrist.
Thanks.
Is Peyton going to be the feather duster? We've talked about it.
That is actually on the list. That is a good guess. Hence
that's where that comes. Yeah. We talked about it.
We talked about this.
But there's so many other things on the list, so...
Might be another season, might be this season.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're not sure. We know that's not next. We do know what's next because it's already been in the works.
Yeah.
So...
how long have we been Disney fans?
Our whole lives.
Yeah.
I've been coming. So Peyton and I are both from Pennsylvania. We actually live 5 minutes away from each other, and we never knew it. We never met until after college.
Yeah.
And you
actually,
were finishing
our
up
best
college.
man is watching, and he introduced us.
So I've been going forever as a kid. Peyton also has been going forever as a kid, and we both have very large Disney families.
Yep, we got married here.
Fate brought us together for sure.
Yep.
And we've both worked for the company for many years and many different departments and roles, and we love it.
It's a family biz,
yes,
for
it
sure.
Is. Heck yeah.
Tips to how much do we spend, and what are some tips to making things cheaper?
Everyone thinks we spend a lot of money on our costumes, but as you guys heard, we've gone to thrift stores and dollar store.
How much do you think we spent on these two? $50?
Your dress, yeah. Peyton's dress was just that little bit more.
Yeah, but it wasn't that much. Like I said, it was one of those like cheap, like
it's really
$15 to $30. I mean,
and it's not going to fit right. You're going to have to edit the crap out of it.
Yeah,
you're going to have to glue it. You have to cut it.
At 4'11",
yeah,
everything's
she's very
long,
tall. She's very tall.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Everything's short.
But it was actually cool because he cut it and it frayed and it made it look really cool.
So that if she was walking around the attic, your dress is not going to look nice.
Yeah, so I know a lot of people had asked about making things cheaper, and it's really just learning how to be thrifty and like purchasing things that you can use over and over again. Like I know we're going to use these lights over and over again.
Yeah, these lights we always use.
The flowers, they get pulled out and put into other costumes all the time. The coat you bought for this one.
Oh yeah, that's going to either turn into something, or it is a brown coat. You know how many guy costumes could use a brown coat?
Even Dapper Day, it's a great coat for that too.
And how many brown vests I have that could go underneath that coat?
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah. So Just be thrifty and reuse things. I mean, oh God, we could do a whole thing just on our costume closet.
Your slip goes under any dress costume you wear. Like, simple white gloves. Use them for everything.
What was new at the Halloween party this year?
It was a great year for the Halloween party. Disney really knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, it was cool.
The entertainment is always... I'm a little partial, but the entertainment is always
that Hocus
wonderful.
Pocus, Villain
Hocus
Spectacular,
Pocus, Villain Spectacular.
Man.
You don't even know where to
That's
look.
That's worth the ticket.
You don't
price.
even know where to look. Boo to you.
Oh, thank you, Kat.
Halloween
parade
has nice updates this year. New characters here and there.
Yep.
New unit formings.
Don't want to give it all away, but there's a
out.
few things that if you've seen the parade before, that you're gonna be like, oh,
that's new.
Oh, that's good.
There you go. That's good.
There was live actors inside the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Some great characters and some wonderful streetmosphere and treats. Really great. And I don't mean candy. The candy is great as always.
Yeah, we got a lot of questions about the snacks. Like, how are the new treats?
Good.
Oh, like, really so good. Well,
really good.
the candy corn like shake.
It's got cotton candy. It's got marshmallow. It's very sweet. I would share it with 2 people.
But it's a sharing.
Definitely a sharing one. Very sweet, but very good.
Oh, Sarah Sanderson, that's an awesome costume.
That's a good one. And I might be on the list. I could be one of the other sisters.
Yeah, John's gonna.
But we're only 2.
Winnie.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah,
we need a third. So someone volunteer.
Yeah.
And you could be a Sanderson sister with us, a trio.
Yay!
Thank you for joining.
We what else? What are the other snacks? There's the Doom Buggy snack.
The Doom Buggy.
Super
chocolatey.
And the stuff over at Starbucks, it's like
the cinnamon bun,
cinnamon
and there was
buns.
a cupcake, like a tart. You can't have them all in one night.
Yeah,
if
but
you have a big group, do it, and then everyone gets a piece.
Split, but Did we try the Spooky Space Mountain? That we didn't do, but we got to check out the teacups.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a rave over there.
I can't even explain it. That was another thing that was really great this year.
They just upped the...
Yeah. The lighting designers, which, you've walked through the park, you may not even notice some of the lighting, especially at night, but there is a whole team that's dedicated to lighting at Disney, and really pay attention. These men and women are like, oh my gosh, and that was what Teacups is like, this new level of crazy.
Yeah, it was so cool, and just to see those extra effects added in, especially, we come here all the time, so things tend to be the same time and time again, but to come to the party and see all this new stuff, like, wow, it's, we were really, really impressed with some of the additions this year.
Definitely check it out. It is an awesome time.
So about that. And hopefully you get to see the Headless Horseman too, because, man. Yeah,
he's really cool. If you don't know, I would say YouTube it or just check out a photo, but if you don't want to see it, then don't.
I'm telling you,
really cool.
like, that is when I'm like, it's Halloween!
Yeah.
I see him come down the street, and I'm just, I don't know. That, to me, like, screams Halloween. I love it.
And the Headless
so
Horseman's
much.
horse is huge. Like, horses meant so much to Walt Disney, which is why horses are incorporated in so many parades and aspects of the parks, from the trolleys on Main Street to Cinderella's royal carriage.
Yeah, we did check out the Cadaver Dans. They were awesome.
Oh, they're great. Their sets are so good.
It looked like there's another, like, Streetmosphere type actor out in that area too.
In Frontierland. Frontierland has a couple really nice moments and really immersive experiences.
Mm-hmm. And there's always some cool stuff going around the Haunted Mansion too.
Yes. Haunted Mansion is always... The cast members do such a great job.
And the magic shots in general.
Oh, the magic shots are really great this year. PhotoPass was wonderful as always, which is what today was all about. A happy PhotoPass day, everyone. Yeah. Be sure to thank your PhotoPass photographer after they take that photo, and they do such a great job. They really love what they do.
How much candy did we get?
We got a lot of candy.
So much. Like,
so good.
So they give you a bag when you walk in. Like, literally, the minute you walk in, you get your wristband that says you're here for the party. Mm-hmm. And then you get this, I don't know, like a bag. Just like a regular...
Like a foot tall.
Yeah.
About a little less.
And Oh my god, we got so much candy.
They throw it in. They're so good. And if you are allergic to anything, they have an allergy bag. They will hook you up. You will have just as many treats as anyone else. If your kid or you is like, oh, nuts or chocolate or peanut, whatever, you're gonna have a great night.
Yep. Yeah, I only ate one piece so far. You were eating it like all night. You were like, I was like, why is your tongue like
Don't
green?
judge me. Don't judge me.
And he's like eating like all this candy. Like,
the Lifesaver gummies. They have Lifesaver gummies.
I'm like, you're killing me. I had a Twix when I got home. But, man, it's just so much candy. I'm going to have to take it some to work tomorrow.
Thanks for the love, guys.
We can't keep going to these parties and, like, getting all this
because we have at least 2 more to go.
But the thing is, like, you paid for the ticket.
We're having a great time. We're having a great time. And the treats. And we had dinner. Like, it's really a great night.
Yeah. We had so much fun. And we talked about how many costumes a year. Usually about 3 Halloween costumes, 2 Dapper Day costumes each. Someone said you should start your own side business, making costumes.
I will gladly help, give any advice, any pointers, if you have any questions. If you're looking for something we purchased, I can send you the link, or maybe I can let you borrow it,
Yeah, we're happy to talk.
I'm happy to assist.
To you, if you just send us a note about what you're trying to do. Mm-hmm. We're happy to help you get started. It is something that's a passion of ours, so...
Yeah. A lot of people wonder... How did the costumes begin? How did all this crazy? As some of you may know, some of you may not know, Peyton and I were both theater directors. We used to live in Pennsylvania. We were both performers all through high school, college, community theaters. And when I met Peyton, I was actually working at a school, and I was running their theater departments. And we did a fall drama, we did a spring musical.
There was one year we did 5 shows between
that was plus
the
summer
school
camp.
and a community theater.
It was crazy. We loved it. We had amazing students, amazing parents that helped out, and the schools were very supportive. And thankfully, we were always at a place that really supported the arts. Which sometimes is not always the case. Sometimes sports may take a higher focus, and the sports are wonderful, really important for students and kids. But the arts are also really important for kids, too.
Yeah,
and
so we had some really good...
can't be forgotten.
Well-funded programs.
And so that's where we learned how to do these costumes, because many times we were not only the director, the stage manager, the choreographer, we were also the costumer. But we always had parents to help. Like, really great parents of the students.
Drama Mamas rule. Yes,
Drama Mamas rule.
Tracy.
Yes, they do, Tracy. We've had, and the dads would help building sets.
It was so cool.
Or costumes, and the moms would go and paint the sets, or help with costumes with us. We had parents we would send out to Goodwill, and we would say, all these kids need black dress pants. Done. And they would go out and they would get it. And we were very fortunate. And we got very close to these parents, and many of these parents and students even came to our wedding, and we miss them. We do miss them from Pennsylvania. We miss our family. We love you guys.
Yeah. What is the best part of the party?
I'm going to say the entertainment, and that's between the Mickey's Boot
What's
to You.
your favorite entertainment?
Okay, Mickey's Boot to You Halloween Parade. There is a section of the parade dedicated to the Haunted Mansion.
I love it too.
From the grave diggers to the hitchhiking ghosts to the ballroom dancers, it's fantastic. And then you guys definitely know how we feel about the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, those ballroom dancers too.
They are awesome this year. Keep an eye out for some of those ladies. They are. Well, they're evil. They are screaming. They are.
Yeah,
they're spooky. They're really spooky. They are doing an awesome job.
Yeah, I don't know. I love that part. They're our favorite too. We love them and the Gravediggers. I just love that Hocus Pocus Spectacular, man.
It's so good.
It's so good.
That's the castle show for the Halloween party. There's right on the stage, big Halloween show.
When all those characters, when all those villains come out, holy, that is Halloween to me. And it's the 25th anniversary of Hocus Pocus. So to be able to see that show and to see them up there, and they're like, it's been 25 years since we've been back. I love it, and they just kill it up there.
And the Sanderson sisters, they bring down the house,
they're
castle.
incredible. Like,
plus every villain.
Yeah,
So
it's
good.
cool. We were so close. We watched the one. We watched the midnight one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you're like loopy on candy. You're like loving life. You are like, woo,
Like, my
so much
feet
sugar.
hurt, but I don't even care.
Oh, your
Like,
feet are
watching the
killing you
show.
at this point.
Yeah.
And we watch it from the chain. The chain that's literally in front of the stage.
And it's super loud up there, but like, man, you're just
you want to
like,
be. I don't
you're
want a
surrounded
single
by
person in front of me.
Halloween vibes.
Like
It's
I am.
so
you gotta be
great.
right there. You gotta be right there.
Oh man. Are we going again in September? Probably. We'll probably
We'll do one end of September and one early October.
Yep, we'll see.
We're gonna wait until we get a little closer. But we'll let you guys know. You want to join us?
We'll be
Meet
there
up.
at least 2 more times
Get some
because
candy.
you know Halloween is life.
Yeah. Halloween starts so July 4th, and then I would say it's the day after July 4th, but July 5th is my
And
birthday.
everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's so hot!" I'm like, "Guess what? We've been into the parties in October. It's hot then too. Like it's Florida. It's just
We have 1 week when it's not hot.
It's hot, okay, people? Like, whatever. You just deal. I mean, you were fine. You had, like, that big coat on.
Yeah. I took it off and we had dinner and we were sitting
So
for a little
what?
bit.
If I
Yeah,
can
take
feel
it off.
sweat dripping down my leg, whatever. Nobody can see it. I'm in a dress.
That's a typical day in the summer in Florida.
Yeah.
Walking to the mailbox or
Honestly,
taking the pups out for a walk.
Once the sun
It's
went
the same
down,
thing.
like, it was really nice. So I don't know. We don't care. We don't mind the heat.
No.
And if you don't, you're going to have a good time. So
If you do, maybe be smart.
yeah,
Alter
exactly.
the costume
it
a
doesn't
little
get cold
bit.
here until January, and then there's like 1 week
Yeah.
where like you have to turn your heat on, and everyone's like, "Whoa!" Like
But we're cold. But like, if anyone else from the north was here, they'd be like, "Wow, this is really nice."
we should do a live video for our Dapper Day costumes. Yeah, we
Absolutely.
can totally do that. We
Absolutely.
can talk about. I mean, we use a lot of the same techniques we do for Halloween.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
Dapper Day is also one of our favorites. We just did the spring
yeah.
one not too long ago.
yeah, so we were just Dumbo and Timothy Mouse.
Mouse.
So I mean, you've probably seen all these. Safety pins. Safety pins.
Will save your night if something goes wrong.
I'm telling you, like, just get yourself a glue gun and some safety pins, and you can make a Halloween costume. Like, when I tell you, like, those lights we were showing you that went in my dress, like, he just safety pinned them. Like, there's a line inside the dress underneath, like, the sheer top layer, and he just pinned them, like, all the way up and down, and, like, you know, kind of in an off, like,
zigzaggy
ziggy
type
pattern. So that it didn't look like, you know, a Christmas tree.
And guess what? No one saw that.
Yeah,
like
nobody could
literally,
see any
no
of
one
that.
saw that.
No.
What about all the wire?
Although
Guess what? No
it
one
was
saw that
kind of
either.
funny, this like getting me into the costume because like the lights, like the lights on the skirt were fine because they were like tied into that like underneath part. But like the lights on the top, there was really nothing to attach it to because it was lace.
We wired her in. She couldn't take it off.
Yeah, so he had to he's like putting it like around. He's like, okay, does that feel comfortable? And I'm like, okay. As it's like zipping me up with all this wiring in it. I had like these wires all like over the place.
So bottom line, she couldn't go to the bathroom most of the night.
And look, I don't think I went once.
Oh, you did?
Which is crazy. It's a long party.
And I go every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So whatever.
And like, it's always funny because we put these costumes together. And by the way, like, I wore the most comfortable shoes that I've worn
That
ever.
is really important.
That's super key because over the past few years, like when I was the tightrope walker, I wore point shoes.
Not ballet shoes. No.
No.
Point shoes.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 do not recommend. Point shoes for the Magic Kingdom.
I thought
and we
she
were
was
here
gonna die.
as guests, and we got on the bus at Pop Century.
Yeah. Back when we used to come here on vacation.
And we went like from like 4 o'clock until midnight. And I swear to you, I thought my feet were bleeding. Like, truly bleeding. I thought death was on its way. And and then when I was Jessica Rabbit, I wore character shoes because, You can't be Jessica Rabbit and wear flats.
That was like a 3-inch heel. A 3-inch heel at the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, and character shoes, like, if you don't know, they're a dance shoe that you wear in theater shows. And
it's great for a show. Guess what? We were not at a show.
Yeah, no, we were walking
on
for
the
like
Magic
6
Kingdom.
hours. So, yeah. So this time I wear flats, and it changed my life for good.
So when you pick your Halloween costume, please pick a comfortable shoe.
Yeah.
Yes, one that matches the color, you know, whatever. Maybe a black shirt, maybe a black flat.
I would even look at those Dr. Scholl's things, like, to put
throw
inside.
Those in.
Because it's a long night, people. Like, the last thing you want is to ruin your night because your shoes weren't comfortable. Like, how much will that stink if...
And if that means incorporate your sneakers as part of your costume, make that work.
Yeah.
You
I always end up doing, like...
Everyone loves your hair.
I know. Thank you guys so much.
It's super cute.
I love it. I love it. It was risky for me. I've never had it this short in my life.
It was like 7 inches off.
Yeah. I cut like 7 inches off. And
she came home, I was like...
Yeah. I told you it would be short.
No, you said, be prepared for me to get a haircut. And I say, oh, of course, honey.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what she's going to do.
Yeah, I may have to turn to a shoe cover.
Cutting the grass.
Shoe covers work. Like, John's worn spats.
Oh, yeah, shoe covers are great. Shoe covers always work well. You could do it the boot cover. You could do a bunch of different ones.
Yep.
And if you're ever like really worried about your shoes, and if you're gonna be like taking pictures, chances are your shoes may not even be in your photo.
Yep. Just try to think about comfort. I mean, a lot of years, because what's been easiest for us is we'll make a skirt bottom for me, at least not for John. But
I'm good.
But I will usually then wear a corset top or like a t-shirt. But just, you know, make sure you get stuff that fits you and fits you comfortably, because nobody wants to be walking around
in a costume,
the Magic Kingdom uncomfortable.
Whether it's a show or a party at your friend's house or
because honestly,
Mickey's Not So Scary.
You'll get a headache. You'll be, you know, and like eat food too.
Oh, absolutely!
There.
Don't just load up on sugar.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you.
But
kills me.
No.
Will we repurpose the dress? Yeah, actually, I've been thinking about ways to use it again, whether we dye it or we do
White's
something.
a good base for a lot of things.
Yeah. There's another costume idea I kind of want. Can you use that for?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I want,
Yeah. It would work. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we try to reuse everything we can. And like we
if you have any questions, send us a message.
Feel free, because, like I said, you outdo yourself time and time again.
Thank
with
you.
Your lovely costume.
I appreciate
abilities.
it. I thank my mother for part of that. So she was one of my costumers when I was in school.
But I made my veil this
You did.
time.
Peyton did a really good job. She did a really good job. I assigned you pieces. And I'm always curious to see what she does with them. And every time she does a really great job.
Yeah, I made we did, like he had said, like the fairy wands. Like, I didn't make I know, John does rock. He's, like, literally a star. So when John made these wands for our fairy costumes last year, they wear those hats. And I made the hats.
You made the hats. I gave you all the...
And the hats, like, if you look back and look for our pictures from last year on our Instagram, the hats were made out of...
Styrofoam, dollar store headbands,
and paper plates.
Paper plates.
Paper
Paper plates was
just
the
wrapped
brim
in fabric
of the hat.
and all glued together. Like, that's what we're saying, like, it might not look like what you're wanting it to make it look like, but when you piece these things together, they really come to life.
Yeah.
I mean,
this
is a dowel rod.
Yeah.
Like, this is just a dowel rod with paint, glitter, and some lights strung around it. And then he just put some tape around it because, you know, this is where I would grip it, and this is where the little handle is.
We're not just saying that. These things really are easy.
Yeah.
Dollar store.
It's just like Ratatouille. Wait, no.
Oh,
who's the chef? Anyone can cook.
Oh no, Gusteau.
Yeah,
I can't think of it.
Anyone can cook. Anyone can make costumes. You guys can do this. Like, I have faith.
Thank you guys. I'm glad you really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed the costumes. And we cannot wait to see yours. So please.
Yeah, please, like, tag us in your photos because
I really
we can't
want
wait to see anybody's.
Or send us a message. Shoot us a message.
Yeah.
advice, pointers, show us your work in progress. I know Dakota's in here watching. He's working on his costume right now. He was telling me that he's working on the ears. He's gluing the tail. All these different pieces.
Yeah.
Do it. Rock on.
Yeah.
Like, it's awesome.
Yeah. So many people said like, had so many questions about like how we made the dress glow, and like it's really, I mean, it was super simple when it came down to it. If you just find the right fabrics and the right stuff, like you're good.
You can make it work.
Yeah.
You really can make it work. And no matter your body type, whatever, you're gonna look awesome.
You're gonna rock it.
You're gonna rock it. You really are.
So thank you guys so much for chatting with us. This is now the third Sunday in a row that I think we've done a live video. So I guess we'll see you next Sunday. I don't know what about, but I'm sure something will happen this week. If there's anything you'd like us to talk about, I know a few people. Yeah, are you going to go live next week again? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of become a thing. So if there's any topics you'd like us to talk about, I know a few of you mentioned chatting about Dapper Day. We'd love to talk about Dapper Day. Fall Dapper Day is coming up. I think it's a little less than 100 days. Yeah. So, or we could talk about Photo Pass Day like we did today.
Yeah, it was great. There's going to be a video going to be going up on YouTube soon.
Yep. Or we can talk about, I mean, there's so much. Like, we could talk about the Halloween decorations you're going to be making for the house.
I have a couple sketches. I don't know if I want to show that yet, though.
Yeah, no, we can't give too much away.
That might be, like, end of October or something. Maybe we'll do, like, a wrap-up
party's not till
Halloween season.
Yeah.
Look at these costumes, clothing, fabric with, like, a different eye. Like, a little bit more of a creative eye. Think about that. And like we said, you can make it work. You can put it together.
Anyone can make costumes.
Anyone can make costumes.
Even commoners and plebeians like us.
Take us on a tour of your outside Halloween decorations.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
we will.
We'll do that.
Nothing's fully out yet, but a couple new pieces.
Wait till you see the Christmas decorations. Like literally, like November 1st. Yeah. We're like the Magic Kingdom.
We do Christmas real here.
I love it.
We follow the holidays that Walt Disney World follows.
Yeah.
As in, like, if Halloween starts, it starts for us.
And by the time,
it starts for us.
January 1st comes, you're like, oh, please, like, no more Christmas.
Ready to turn the music off in our house and done singing Candlelight.
Because we start rehearsals for Candlelight, like, September 1st.
Yeah. So a little Halloween, a little Christmas.
I feel a little bipolar.
All on the same day.
Good, we got some fellow early
exactly.
Halloween.
People like early Halloween, early Christmas. Yeah. The tree goes up. Don't judge.
It's fine. We just love to decorate. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. So, all right, I think that's it. Guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Any questions, send us a message. And
you know where to find us. And hopefully we'll be here again on Sunday.
Yep.
Good talk. Love you. I love you. I love you.
We love you too. All right.
We love everybody. It's getting weird. Okay.
All right. Bye, guys. See you later.
Bye.